Tim didn't overdo it at all. Just so you know. And for the record, the purse trick, it was never full of money. It was always stuffed with leaves, and it was always Bill Tower's idea. So I can say that. Thank you for this. I'm honored. I really appreciate it. I am a proud 83 alum of Greenville High School. I'm an even prouder product of Greenville, Michigan. I love this town. It's been a part of me. It'll always be a part of me. And my interest, the little project Tim talked briefly about, taking Greenville kids and having them do Michigan archaeology, it really is a way to connect them to their community. Because they're doing Michigan archaeology, but more importantly, they're doing Greenville archaeology. They're doing the archaeology of the place we come from. And by doing that, the idea is that it helps connect young folks in particular who are trying to decide where their place in the world is going to be. It grounds them in Greenville. It grounds them from the place where they come from. It gives them a sense of the past that they hopefully carry forward as they go through their lives. I know it worked with me. I think about my time at the high school. I think about Bob Budge a lot. I was in California sucking up for money for Cranbrook earlier this year, and well, that's fundraiser talk, but just forget that. And actually was near a place called Lompoc, California. Does that ring a bell with any of you at all? Do you know what comes from Lompoc, California? Something Bob Budge taught me. Diatomaceous earth comes from Lompoc, California. It says, you can put it under microscopes in science class. It's this fossilized algae stuff that they used to make filters. And I can still hear Bob Budge talking about Lompoc, California, diatomaceous earth, as everybody in the class, including my own wife who's sitting over there, rolled her eyes. But I think a lot about Bob Budge because he was a passionate teacher. He was a scientist. He was a passionate collector of the fur trade, of flintlocks. He had so many interests. He was so curious about the world around him that it gave me as a young student the feeling that I could probably do the same. And not only that, not only for myself, but then as I got into a career, could do it for others. And I think that's fascinating stuff because the real trick, it seems to me, is how you take these ones, the class of 2011, somewhere, and ground them in Greenville, where in essence they use their experience as alums of GHS to develop a sense of community. Because I look out here, and I don't see a lot of 1983 grads, although I see some of my closest friends, Doug Drake, Chris Sorensen are here. But it's mostly the classes that came before us that are still deeply engaged in alumni, and I think it's going to take some work, and it's going to take some education and exposure to help the younger classes get engaged in what I think is an incredible community gem in the Alumni Association. So I'm interested in trying to figure out how to play a role in that, but also to take the kids who are going to graduate tomorrow and ground them in what you all feel so strongly about, what I feel so strongly about as a graduate from 1983. My time in Greenville has been magical. I met my best friends here, I met my wife here. I feel passionately about giving back to the community. I think Greenville is the best place in the Midwest. And I think this is a community that has a phenomenal spirit for giving, and Camp Wallacasey is just one example. Working with mentally challenged adults in particular is something I'm very, very committed to. And actually, just for a plug from my mother, support the camp, support Wallacasey if you're looking for a great cause to be able to give to. And I think the ride that happened, actually, Doctor, show your arm there. You took a digger, I think, didn't you, halfway through your ride today? And you still finished it. That's 50 laps, just so you know, around Baldwin Lake. 53. How many? 53. Wouldn't want to short you 9 miles. Fabulous, and congratulations. But anyway, thank you again. Support your community. Use Greenville High School and our common thread as alums to find a common bond with this place. And then work on ways to pass it on to these ones who are one day going to be sitting in your place. So thank you for the award. I'm humbled and I'm honored. I want to thank Tim who nominated me. He's been my closest partner in crime in some of this stuff we're doing with Greenville students. But I should tell you the model, by the way, that Tim helped come up with of turning this into a college course for the Greenville kids is now transplanted into other communities around Michigan. You could do it with archaeology, but you could do it with botany and history. You can do it really with anything that has a community tie. And it's visionary stuff, and Tim's a big architect of it. So thank you again. Just really, really honored. Thank you.